Nyx is the third star system coming to Star Citizen. It's being released in November of 2025. Just about a month ago, we didn't really expect it to come at this point, but it's nice to see it coming back in now. It's an interesting story because Nyx is a system we've never had in the game, but its main landing zone, its social center is Levski, which we have had in the game. Levski was the first place we landed in the game back in 2018, and it was eventually removed because it was really only meant to be a place where they could test planetary landings. Once they realized the planetary landings were good, they were like, okay, let's put planets in. And those will be where people are landing. So the Stanton planets ended up taking the spot, and Delamar was removed from the game. And it hasn't really shown itself since then until now. Wow, there's a lot of people here. That's why it's so laggy. So the first thing you could tell here is that we are lagging it up. And this is generally because, well, first it's a new location, so a lot of new things getting loaded into the game that may not be working correctly that they'll need to figure out throughout the PTU process. The other thing, though, is that, like, everyone and their mom is loading in here because it's the only, like, really significant new thing in 4.4, and it's a whole star system. Levski is a asteroid base built into the giant asteroid of Delamar, the biggest one in the Glacium ring of Nyx. And it's gone through a couple iterations that have had different looks, but I think what they came up with here is probably the best they've done. It's got this feeling of, like, you know you're in an asteroid belt, right? There are asteroids floating kilometers off the surface. It has a different feel from other planets and landing zones. It has zero-G loading stations, unlike other landing zones. It has zero-G EVA right outside this location, unlike other landing zones. So this is going to be a pretty unique location, which is exciting. But we're here to see kind of what content we could get into. So first I want to try and take a mission. These are some of the missions they've been talking about. So it's nice to see these coming in. I hear they're kind of broken right now, but looks like you can get yourself some Mercenary Guild script. Missions are coming from Intersec. So they're adding some lore and narrative to the ambush missions, which is good. And another Defend Intersec operative. So pretty standard missions outside of the deliveries. Let's go look at the rest of Levski real quick. Just a quick peruse. So this is unlike anywhere else in Star Citizen when it comes to landing zones, cities in general. They're always in protected space. They always have gravity, they always have atmosphere. But Levski is unique in that, I mean, as soon as you get off the walkway, so you can just EVA, which right now is not a huge deal, but I do think this is going to be, there's a lot of opportunities for them to do interesting stuff with this. It also means on the other side, we'll go look at this later, but on the other side, you actually have some really interesting cargo loading mechanisms in that if you're delivering cargo to Lorville, for instance, you cannot fly a Hull C down there. Hull Cs don't go in atmosphere. So you're stuck trying to deliver to the space station in orbit or to somehow disembark your cargo and get it down to the city. But here, you've got the capacity of a landing zone. You also have access to ships that can't go in atmosphere. So it starts to complicate trade routes. It makes things a little bit more interesting for specific players, I think. And it just in general makes this a more unique landing zone. Dang, people are flying out of here. There's all kinds of ships too. It's actually kind of cool. We got Apollo, Spirit. What was that we just saw fly past us here? It's a Corsair, Idris, Zeus, Carrick, and there are ships everywhere. We made it.
What's new with you?
The Grand Barter. Yeah, we're running at about 10 frames per second right now. Here's the main plaza. It looks mostly the same as it used to. I would say there's definitely better atmosphere here. The lighting is better. NPCs are more talkative. You can hear. It actually sounds like there's conversation going on downstairs. There's a shop for something. It's a loud shop, dude. What the f is this running on? This sounds like my streaming PC. Broken CPU cooler. So we got a shard population of 465. But of all the 465 people in all 3 star systems, 310 of them are here on this one server. Like, Nyx is split up between multiple servers, and the majority of people are on a single one, not even just in the star system. So it's definitely going to add to the performance problems. Not to say that's the only problem, but this guy sounds like some of the shopkeepers over in Istanbul, which I guess is kind of the point. He's here to... Hey, come here. Welcome, my friend. Come here, my friend with the pants. I literally got referred to as my friend with the pants one time. I just had some, like, differently colored pants on. But hey, you know, if you call me my friend with the pants, I feel special. I feel obligated to come talk to you. You see my pants. You see me. So we got a little shop down here. It's an interesting shop. Definitely... I won't say definitely, but I'm pretty sure this is different from the way it used to be. I don't remember there being, like, display models scattered like this. So it's definitely got, like, a disheveled, not very put together look. I know some people are a little annoyed by that. They've been living here for quite some time. Why haven't they fixed the area up? All right, it looks like everybody's using the kiosks. Dude, this is crazy. This is like real MMO population energy, and the store is not ready for it.
How you doing?
Great. Let me take care of that.
What's the promise?
You gonna let me use it? Oh, what the hell? Are you kidding me?
Think you'll
Only gonna make it take longer, brother.
I mean, I'm the one who's been waiting here for 5 minutes already, but sure, go ahead. Do your thing. I can't believe this dude jumped in front and said it's only... I should have just sat in front of the screen and said, okay, I guess we won't go anywhere. What the heck? Is that Rekko? What's she doing out here in the hallway? Ma'am? So Rekko Pataglia is actually the mission giver of Levski. She's usually standing right here. Oh, but I guess now this is... It's a fake screen. It looks like commodity trading. She's usually standing right here. This would be cool to get a layout like this. You're supposed to be able to decide where boxes go in your ship, so we might actually get something like this at some point. I wonder if this is a previs or a land UI. Anyways, she's supposed to be standing here, and I believe she will give us missions when it comes to things like mining and salvage. Whoa. It's not what a Polaris is supposed to... Whoa! Oh, we lost a hammy. What is going on? Just too many people with spaceships around here. All right, let's get out of here. There's more to see of Nyx than Levski. I love the place, but I want to get flying. I want to go run a mission. Let's see what we can actually find outside of Levski. Let's get a little bit of a distance away from from Delamar and see if we can get some better performance. Yeah, I don't even know how far I need to fly to get to the belt. Oh, looks like I already crossed through it. Holy crap. That is the belt, dude. You can just see it rendered from that far away. That's crazy. I don't think I've seen an asteroid belt look like this in this game before. I wonder how long until we can see the individual asteroids start showing up. I think I'm inside of it now. Is this the asteroid belt, dude? I'm so confused. What? We need quantum boost so we can navigate this kind of a space. I don't know what this is. It looks like both of these packages want me to go to the same place. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna fly all the way back towards Levski, I guess. So if you go to these more cloudy looking areas, from my experience, it does seem like the asteroids get thicker. But then you also have these gigantic areas like I'm in right now, where there's really not much going on and you can fly around pretty freely. Some parts of this asteroid belt, though, are very crowded. And I'm hoping that they can capitalize on that and build much denser areas where we can start to be like, hey, you know, if you can pilot your way in here and navigate this, then you get access to much more nice minerals that most people can't find. But as I mentioned before, they also have these clusters of rocks all over this asteroid belt. that kind of remind me of what it looks like when you find mineable rocks, which makes me think maybe it'll be a little bit more interesting to search through here and find minables. Here we have a small shipwreck. Looks like a constellation. We will be looking to try and find a black box, I think, here. Or just a random package. Either way, we're gonna go and see what we can get. This is one of the best missions you can give to a newcomer. Okay, chill. As you can see, no combat. Minimal moving around or understanding how the game works. It's just kind of, you're basically just a courier and you get a little bit extra experience by EVAing and seeing a derelict ship. This is like one of the best ways to introduce people to the game, so I am beyond ecstatic that it seems with Nyx they're reintroducing them after 4.0 was off for a while. And there are some loot boxes in these places now. Cockpit. Maybe we'll find a cruise bottle. There's nothing here in terms of loot. The last one I took, I was able to still at least find some loot boxes inside the ship. Alright, well, let's grab our box. And head back to the ship. See? Really easy. And there's no like, oh, surprise, you're getting attacked. Defend yourself. If you are the kind of person who just wants to go about the game and run little tasks and not really have much stress, these are going to be great for you. It's so funny. All this work just to get a little box of chlorine. You guys couldn't have just replaced it? Bro, that drop-off is so far. Let me see if we can't take another one of these while we're still out here. Woo, doggy, that's out there. We're going to have to do a refuel before we head to the jump point. How cool would it be if we could take these fuel tanks, though, and there was actual fuel in them? You could salvage that and sell it? What the... Brother! No! No, I said there was no combat here! You made me a liar! Get back to the ship! Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in! Come on! Okay. Come on. What a freaking jerk, dude. In a Mustang, too? He must have left the Starfarer out there as bait. I guess I am the Canterbury right now. Oh. And this guy is hacking. Look at him. He's all over the place. God dang, these guns hit hard. Cool. Okay, so I am wrong. You might encounter combat while you're on these missions. Never leave ships with shields down. Just get into that habit of leaving in nav mode. Here's our black box. Okay. Looks like we got our pickups. Let's see where our drop-off is going to be. So we're back in the Levski area, and we can already feel it's getting a little jankier as we get closer. Wow, though. What a sight, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just as soon as you get into the area, it gets bad. Oh God, I can't tell how fast I'm going. Oh. Oh God, it's lagging too much for this. Aye! I can't tell if I'm flying straight or not. I think we're good. I think we're okay. So these are the new exterior freight elevators. Oh, you're gonna get impounded. Yeah, I'm not trying to EVA all the way over there, so we'll do that another time. Maybe we can find it from the inside. But this is the borehole. This is very different from what Levski used to be. This used to just end in a pit at the bottom of the borehole. Now it is, you can fly all the way through the asteroid, which is pretty cool. Oh my god. And then come around here. And then we could just set down on one of these pads real quick. Oh, this is so bad. Okay. I'm just glad we made it. Everybody's just dropping them off right here because it just says to do that, but I'm pretty sure we need to go to the locker like normal. It can't actually want me to put the box down here, right? Just picked up somebody else's box, sorry. Let me just keep that. Where did my box go? It was just sitting there. Ah, cool. There it is. Well, we delivered it. On to the next one. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Hey, buddy. Guess we got here around the same time, huh? No, 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 no. No. Wait. Wait. No. 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 All right, well, we lost a box. Woohoo! 2 courier missions, no success. But hey, you know, they're halfway there. I guess it still does remind me of the 3.x days. I guess that means that we're not getting paid for any of this today. Guess we could give it one more go. Yoink. So, drop off package at Nick's Castra jump point. But where? Shall I try and break this again? Take my package. It has been turned in, sir. Hey, let me back there. If you're not going to do your job, let me get back there and do it. You can't even get a box of chlorine delivered across the star system. Nyx is just out of whack. It's done for. This place is falling apart. Oh, nope. It just erased what I turned in. And that's it, folks. There's your look at, well, your first look at Nyx and the contract spawning here and the system itself. We saw a little bit of Levski, checked out the asteroid belt, did a couple courier missions. It's unfortunate they're not working. We'll be checking back in over the next week to see what more is being brought in. And I think this makes as good a time as any to tell everybody that we will be doing a streamathon when this goes live. We will be doing a traditional streamathon. That's it for today's look at Nyx. Hope you guys got a good chance to see kind of what it's about, where it's going, and I'll be back next time.